I was like, I'm destined to be a stripper. That's my calling. I was like, school ain't for me. I clearly.
He doesn't like the limelight, like a vampire chilling by the light. Yeah, that's the type of girl I like. Yeah, like Facebook in real life.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know I'm coming through with the vibes. As you know, it's December. Happy new month, guys. I'm sending you love and light. I hope y'all come into this new month with healing, growth, and positive energy, because I mean, we manifesting, you know, we manifesting. But anyways, sorry about the plastic, guys. Let me move it before it disturbs me. So I decided, let me just do like a life update, you know, type of vibes. So I got myself food. Guys, I got the dunked burger, name. Oh my gosh. And oh, but we all know this can. But what is Coke without? What is food? What is food without Coke? Anywho, guys, welcome back to my channel. My new subscribers, please join the family by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for the love and the support. Thank you for clicking on this video. And if you're new, please do check out my other videos, you know, and join the family. Keep up, you know what I'm saying? So guys, okay, this is like a mukbang. Yeah, actually, because I have food. This is a mukbang. And I just also wanted to show you guys what I went to the store and bought. And I also want to tell you guys about my new piercing. So I don't know if you can notice. Okay, if you've been watching my other videos, you can hear that I have a bit of a lisp. Lisp? Yeah. So I got snake eyes, guys. I had a lot of people asking me, did it hurt? How was it? Okay, so it was that type of pain, right? Where you just like, you just want it to be over and done with. And another awkward part about the procedure is when they have to now put in the actual piercing and take out the thing they use. I don't know if it's a needle that they use, but it doesn't look like a needle. But what they use to pierce, when they like change that for the piercing to go in, is a bit uncomfortable, because just everything is an uncomfortable feeling. But I didn't cry, I didn't like scream, nothing. It was just a thing of, you know, I can't wait to be done with it. But anyways, guys, so I just wanted to like give some positive energy to those that have failed in terms of school, because it is emotionally frustrating and it's a lot to handle, especially if maybe it's your first time or there's so much pressure. So I felt like just speaking about my experience, and hopefully you can gain advice or like gain something out of it, because I finally accepted that it's happened and it's in the past. I'm bigger than my problems. I'm bigger than what I went through, you know, so I'm ready to actually like speak about it and share my experience. But before I get into it, the girl got her first hubbly, guys, and it's my favorite colors because I love black and I love pink. So I thought, let me show you guys before I actually like get into the mukbang, so you know the girl, the vibes. I know how hubbly works and stuff, but I think I'm gonna set it up off camera because I just need some time to figure it out. But yeah, this is how it looks. And then I got my cute pipes over here. My cute pipes, and then of course the things that come with it. And then also my tools. And then I got foil, a lighter, because I know it's easier to light the coal. And then I got these two flavors, marshmallow and strawberry margarita. Okay, I would have set it up already, but then I was like, I don't want to be heavily and eating, so I'll just set it up when I'm done with this video. But yeah, I think I'll be eating this dunked burger. I've tried it before and it was really good, so I'm trying it again because I've only had it like once, so I'm like, I'm definitely getting that again. And I was so hungry when I went to town to buy this. And if you're in Swaziland, I bought it at Spice World for $2.70, and the flavors were like different prices. There's ones for 30, 35, 40. So yeah, and then foil I think was like 15, and then this was also like roughly 15, but these were less than 10 rand. 20 rand. Yo, they were less than 20 rand. Okay, y'all, get you someone that looks at you the way they look at food, because wow. I think I lost my serviette. Am I the only one that doesn't like eating without a serviette? It's just weird. But anyways, guys, like if I focus on this food, I will not talk. So I'm gonna just try and speak more, eat less. I believe I actually said that. And by the way, now this piercing, it's kind of tricky to eat because it's still kind of fresh. So I have to like take my time. So if I focus on eating, this video would be really long, and not in a bad way. I love you guys so much. I really do. But I don't want to be filming for too long because I'm quite tired, and yeah, I just want to relax. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's what your man do. I'm kidding. Why is it foamy? Anyways, guys. Okay, let's get into this video. So, I finished high school in 2016, but I finished in grade 11, or Form 4, as most people know, because of the syllabus I did. So, if I wanted to go overseas, it would have been easier with the syllabus that I had. But then I wanted to go to South Africa. But because my results weren't so great, I had to go to Lesotho because they accepted me for a diploma. So I went to Lesotho. I didn't like it, but I loved the people. But I didn't like the environment. It wasn't for me. So my concentration wasn't on school. So I ended up, failing. But even then, I failed because I was missing 5 points, which is a module to proceed, because they do a point system where you have to have a minimum of a number of points in order to pass into the next year. So I was missing 5 points. I was so devastated because, funny enough, I had supplemented like other modules that I didn't do well in, but it just wasn't enough to add up for me to continue. So I was devastated because I thought, oh, okay, since I've supplemented and I passed my supplements, I'm proceeding. And they were like, nah, actually you're like missing points. And even then, like when I walked in to fetch my results, the lady's like, you come all the way from Swaziland. Even before like me seeing my results, she's like, you come all the way from Swaziland to come and fail. I was like, yo, my heart, it dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, like you don't even let me at least see like the result myself to process it, but I accepted the fact that okay, you know what, vele bengidlala, like I was playing, I wasn't focused. So I expressed to my parents that I don't want to go back. So then they were understanding that like okay, one of two things. It's either you go back or we change schools or you just go do matric. So I was like, okay, I'll weigh my options, but matric, I am not about to go back to high school because I had that thing like, oh, I was in varsity. What will people think? What are people gonna say that now I'm back in high school? Like I was like, that doesn't cut it for me. So I got accepted at Pearson. So I went to Pearson in South Africa, Midrand. So I got accepted. Okay, by the way, most of y'all know it as MTI, but like, yeah. Anyways. So I decided, okay, cool. At least I'm in varsity, you know? It's not like I'm going to high school, wearing uniform again, losing my freedom, you know? And also, like, I was 18 at the time. I was like, no, I can't be with people younger than me, you know? Kanti, to be quite honest, like, it wasn't gonna be that obvious because people are roughly that age, if not slightly older. But I was like, no, okay, I get to Pearson. In the beginning, you know, it's Josie, guys. I'm like, oh my gosh, vibes, you know, vibes on vibes. But I try to balance, you know, in the beginning, you're trying to be the good child. You don't know many, like, you don't know much people. You don't know how to get yourself around. So you kind of sort of just living in like a box where you're trying to figure out how to like break out of. No, you're living in a shell. You're trying to figure out how to break out of your shell or live outside the box. So I started making friends that had, that had been at the school. That's when I started feeling like, okay, I'm within now. You know, the girl within. Vibes on vibes. Guarantee. School was here. I should have just. So anyways, like, I did well in my mid-year. Despite lack of focus. So then afterwards, I'm like, yo, these aren't the results that I am deserving to get, especially because my experience in Lesotho, I can't fail again. So I started applying myself failing. I'm like, I got this. I'm writing exams October, November. I started applying myself June, July. My lecturers had been telling me, you need to apply yourself hard because it's not easy. What's it like the type of modules I was doing were not easy, guys. Because they had also just introduced a new, like, what is it? A new module. No, man. They had introduced a new, okay, I was doing pre-degree. They introduced a new pre-degree. So it was like basically a level higher than Form 4. So it was basically like doing Form 5 in varsity. So I was chilled with that because I was like, okay, high school stuff is easy. Mokel writes the exams. I walk out of some of them confident. I'm like, yeah, I got this. Life was like, baby girl, you need to learn to be humble. It humbled me. Oh yeah, by the way, this was 2019 because Lesotho I studied from 2017 to 2018. So I finished in Lesotho in May. And then the rest of the year I was home. Yo. And then 2019 I started in January. So now I've finished the year 2019, you know, I'm feeling confident in myself. I'm telling my parents the only thing I struggled with was math. I got this. You know when you tell them, you're like, I know I disappointed y'all the first time, but I got this. When they say, do not count your eggs before they hatch. I counted mine. I counted mine. And it was hectic. Like, I wish I did not because I failed again. But luckily for me, I failed enough to still do a program that they offered at Pearson. But it wasn't a degree. So I had to redo pre-degree. Okay, I'm back. Yo, you can imagine the frustration, guys. Like, the day I received my results, I was chilling on the couch with my mom because she was working from home. I look at my results. Yo. Because even the ones I passed, it wasn't like the marks that I knew I deserved. Like, it was like, guys, it was as, that's nasty. It was as good as if I didn't study and I just went to write what I knew. I was like, I'm destined to be a stripper. That's my calling. I was like, school ain't for me. I clearly am not as smart as I thought I was. I doubted myself so much. I went into depression because I just felt like, what am I doing? And then the worst thing happened. My parents were just like, you're going back to high school, baby girl. You're going back to high school because clearly you're not ready. Yeah, I was like, imagine, guys. I rejected the offer the first time. And now I'm kind of sort of forced. I prayed. I cried. Yo. I vented to my friends. And it was even more depressing because, like, my closest friends were, like, progressing, you know. So I was like, oh my gosh. I'm just that friend that... like... I laugh now because it's over, but yo, I was like, I'll fail. I'm meant to just, because I used to work at Spur, you know, like during like holidays just to make extra money. I was like, I'll fail him. Salim sebenda, kibali, and figure out my life from there. Yo, I was giving up, shame. I was really giving up. Like, I just didn't know. But then, like, I won't lie and say that I doubted it alone. Like, I have a very, very supportive family and friends. So they were, like, very encouraging. They were like, okay, you've realized where you were wrong, but what's the next step? What is the solution? How are we going to deal with this? You can't stay stuck. What are you doing to progress in your life? Like, what are you learning from this? What changes are we making? Where are we trying to go? Who are you trying to become? That's what's most important. So it was really, it really gave me comfort and also encouraged me not to give up, like to keep going, because I really, really knew that I was like, you know, when something happens, you're like, nah, but I'm better than this. Like, I'm way, way better than this. So I decided that I was just gonna try and figure out ways that I could move forward. So then I talked to my student advisor from Pearson and I'm like, nah, are you telling me that there's no other plan, or like, how do we solve this? Like, help me. I'm desperate. So then he's like, okay, let me find out for you and I'll get back to you. He finds out for me and he's like, okay, the number of modules you passed allow you to do a pre-degree under Pearson this time. So you won't be writing your exams outside of the school, but you'll be part of the school. So I was like, okay, that's better. So I went to my parents, I explained to them, and because we had paid, there's this early bird fee where you can secure fees and like it just makes it cheaper basically. So it was cheaper than me going back to high school, because even with high school they were telling me that I'd have to go to grade 11. Yeah, guys, I cried because I was so grateful that God gave me another chance to at least still, you know, I won't lie, it was a pride thing, to at least keep some sort of dignity At the time, that's what I felt. So, I went back to Pearson. And then, boom, COVID. I had to be home either way. And it was the best thing to ever happen to my life. Because now I can say that I have passed and I am going into my degree. And I will be studying psychology and HR. If anybody ever tells you that God don't exist or he just don't hear your prayers, I promise you, confidently look them in the eyes and tell them that they don't know what they're talking about, because clearly they've not experienced life the way that we do. They have not unlocked their mind to allow God to really bless them with the wisdom to understand the depth of love that God has for us. Because guys, it was frustrating, I won't lie, because being home during lockdown, rules, no more freedom. You can't just leave the house whenever you want to. And I thought COVID was never gonna leave. Like, in the sense that I never thought the country would open up. Not that it would, disappear. Ooh, that's kind of spicy. But yeah, I didn't think the country would open up. I didn't think borders would open. I didn't think I would see the love of my life again. And God was like, blessings on blessings on blessings. Yes, sis. I said. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I've come such a long way. I never ever thought I'd get to a point where I will be studying my degree. I could just cry because of how happy I am. Okay, but I'm not going to fake it, no. But on a serious note, I could really cry because, guys, God has been good to me. I'm not trying to say very good, see, I haven't gone through, a few downs, but even through those downs, I've learned lessons more than pain, hurt. I'm always feeling that sense of comfort, or I am seeing the positive in every negative situation, because I don't know what it is where it's you can just feel a presence with you when you're by yourself. As I'm alone in my room right now, it's I could feel the presence, and it just gave me hope. And every time I write tests, online assignments, and I do well, it motivates me to keep pushing. So basically the purpose of this video is because I just wanted to encourage you that, you know what, whatever you're dedicating yourself to, whatever your passion is, don't ever give up, because you need yourself to keep going. You need you most of all, and you need to find it in yourself to keep pushing, because guys, God is good. Wow. I still can't believe it. If you told me this a year ago, 2 years ago, when I first dealt with the emotion of failing, I would have never believed you. I really wouldn't. I was gonna think you're lying to me. You're just trying to give me false hope. And here I am. Wow. I'm so proud of myself for actually proving that all the negative I ever told myself was not who I am. Because I'm better than that. And that's what matters most. Knowing that I could do it. Knowing that I would achieve greatness. Wow. Guys, never give up. Especially on yourself. Others can give up on you, but if you have yourself, you basically have the world. Because by having yourself, I mean in the sense that of course you'll be like confiding in God and trusting in God. Because wow, guys, there's nothing better than confiding in God, knowing that He's doing something to change the situation. Knowing that He already knows that you're going to come to Him even before you... Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Like, it's mad crazy. And I just had to share my experience because I felt like I shouldn't be ashamed about it. It happened, but I'm better than that. I'm smart. And I'm always repeating manifestations and affirmations because I know that I'm destined for greatness. So I was definitely going to overcome it. And the strength that it takes to deal with the emotional trauma, the mental frustration. You become so suicidal even if you don't want to die. And I made it. I survived it. I deserve the world. I deserve the world. Because other people haven't made it. Other people couldn't survive going through these things. So you need to be so grateful for the fact that you have life. Wow. I could scream. Oh my gosh, guys. You know, I could have a party. A whole party. That's to tell people, guys, I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy. I lost people. It's been hard, but I made it. And today I'm here sharing my experience because I finally found forgiveness in myself for allowing myself to go through that experience. But through that, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I'm stronger. Don't give up. And when I say that, I'm not saying that you won't feel down, you won't feel like giving up, but just don't allow yourself to give up. If there's anyone that you should fight to keep going, is yourself. Yo. That's deep. Even I'm thinking about what I'm saying to you guys. Like, you need to, whatever you speak, process it yourself. Would you take your own advice? You need to always think like that. Don't stop giving advice to people if you won't take your own advice. If someone said exactly what you're saying to them back to you, if you were in their situation or even a different situation but you get the same advice, would you take it? But anyways, guys, I think this video is longer than I expected. But I love you so much. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Please tell your friends, family, cousins, your cuz. Anyways, guys, let me stop being weird. But thank you so much for the support. And please do comment down below if you've also had an experience like this. Comment down below words of encouragement that you have to give to others, or how you dealt with your own experience. Please do follow me on Instagram, because I normally like post on my story when I need help with creating content, like when I have questions or ideas. So if you want to be part of it, please follow me on Instagram, and also pay attention to my stories to know when I post, to get your opinion or to get your help, because I can't do this alone. I need us to work together. So please, can you guys help me achieve my goal for 1K by the end of December? I love you guys, you real ones. You real ones. Guys, try the dunk burger from KFC. I love y'all. Bye. Oh.